I do well, then I relapse. I do well again, and then I relapse. I do well again, and then I relapse. The line has got to be drawn here. This will be my last stand. I started filming about 2.5 weeks ago. I had this little plan worked out for, the return of the videos. It's going to open with a shot, January 2021. And you were going to see me standing there with this, look. The camera would do some cheesy zoom in, and I'd flash day 0. And then it would begin the montage. It would start with day 1, then day 2, but they would shrink the small boxes. So it would be day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and it was supposed to go so on and so forth. Well, day 5, after I completed a very successful walk, and I was feeling real good about myself, I got back to the house, was about to take a shower, and then suddenly my lower back felt like somebody dug a couple of hooks into it and yanked me to the ground. I can still do some walking, but it really hurts. And I thought, okay, hopefully within a week this will pass by. Well, it's been 2 weeks now, and only recently am I starting to do a little bit better with it. The back. The back is considerably better. It's not 100% yet, but I'm still going to try to work in some walks this upcoming week. I've been very nervous about going for the walks after the back injury from a few weeks ago. I did test the waters a little bit this week, and I went for about a 2-mile walk. I walked to the fairgrounds, did a little mini lap, and then I walked back. So the following day, I slid on a sheet of ice, pulled something. That was pretty sore for a few days, had trouble walking again. So I thought, oh crap, I'm going to hold off on the walking. So starting tomorrow, day 1 of week 3, I'm going to resume walking. Hi, I'm Keith, and welcome back to the vlog. Well, I have wrapped up week 3. Overall, it went pretty good. I set out with the goal of walking 2 miles a day every day. I achieved that. In fact, I did so well with it, on day 7 of week 3, I added an extra mile, so I did 3 miles. So going into week 4, I'm now going to attempt to do 3 miles around the fairgrounds every day. Now, I have to be careful because of my back. The back's been holding up really well, but every time I go out for a walk, there's this little bit of fear in me of, is my back going to go out on me? So far, so good. Don't want to jinx it. The fairgrounds have been very unpredictable as far as the terrain goes. For example, this week, it was snowy for a large portion of it. And then on day 6, we had a little mini heat wave where the temperature got up to 45 degrees. So a lot of the snow turned into slush. And then today, a lot of that slush turned into ice. But I survived it, so the walking went really well. As you know, one of the main goals of this weight loss journey is to hike the Grand Canyon. Only recently did I realize I had another goal, something I never talked about in the original vlog, and I always regretted leaving it out. But this week, I kind of had a moment where I remembered it, and I thought, oh, you know what, I should definitely talk about it this time. Last year I was so close to this goal, and of course, 2020. When I was in the military, I was stationed in Korea from 2004 to 2005, and then I went back in 2007 for training. While I was there training, when I went off base, Korea is a pretty interesting place. When you go off base, they have a lot of cool things there. They have a lot of knockoff stuff there. And one thing I was able to do was I went to a tailor, and I had 2 custom-made suits made just for me. I'm sure they're out of style now because I had them made 14 years ago. But so what had happened was I had these suits made up right before I went on my second tour to Iraq. And the plan was when I got back from that tour, take the girlfriend out, wearing the fancy suit, you know, one night. And I got back, and this was the beginning of the weight gain. My first 2 weeks back from Iraq, I gained the first 15 pounds. So naturally the suits were snug on me. And I was like, well, I don't want to wear them when they're snug. So I'll just hold off until I lose the weight. Well, I didn't lose the weight. I kept gaining the weight and gaining the weight and so on and so forth. Disaster, disaster, disaster. Last year, when I was down in the 240s, I was very close to my goal of being able to wear the suits again. Then, of course, you know, 2020. This is kind of neat. If you look inside here, it's actually got my name stitched in there, meaning it was made just for me. And as I said, I've never gotten to wear the suits out, or wear them for anything, for that matter. But one cool thing I did get out of one of the suits, anyway, on my channel, it's unlisted, but you can access it through a playlist, is a short film that I did my 4th semester in film school called The Challenge. And in it, it's about a young man who has to play the Grim Reaper in a game of chess for his life. And then the devil shows up and tempts him with an offer. Well, the devil, played by my friend Aaron Moore, you know, we needed wardrobe for him, so I had the suit jacket. I couldn't fit in it, so we threw him in the suit jacket and put him in the short film. Look at that handsome devil right there. So at least someone got to wear the suit, but I never got to. So one of my goals now for 2021 is not only to hike the Grand Canyon, but to wear my suit again. Now, just to be clear, I don't want to hike the Grand Canyon wearing the suit. I just hope to be able to wear the suit at some point. I had a very good omen this week. Now, as it is week 3, as I mentioned, I was taking one of the walks. I think it might have been around day 5 or 6, maybe day 5. And as I was walking, I came across a familiar sight. Way back in 2018 during week 3, the 3rd video, week 3, I had posted about a couple of dogs that I encountered while on the walk. I love dogs. I always like to stop petting dogs, you know. And on the walk, I saw the gentleman that owned the dogs, and he had one of the dogs with him. I didn't get any footage of it. It just didn't seem appropriate. It was kind of a, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. I did pet the dog, you know. It was kind of nice, but it was like this good omen to me, because week 3 of the original journey, I met this dog. Week 3 of right now, I met the dog. So I took that as a good, positive sign. So I think that's going to wrap things up for this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next video with the next update. Until then, always remember, life is going to knock you down sometimes. And it's going to suck. And you're going to feel defeated. But it's important in these times that you find the strength to pick yourself back up again. Because if I can come back from this, then maybe you can too. Thanks for watching.